Hi and welcome to my first Let's Play Penumbra. I'm going to ask you at first to read the description of the video, and it will explain a lot. Very first time I'm doing something like this, and you may hear nerves in my voice because I am actually nervous and self-conscious about my voice. So yeah, here we go. I'm just gonna pick normal just because.
For my part in this allegory, I'm not going to make the same mistakes my father made. Howard vanished from my mother's life before I was even in it, so when he sent me a letter a few days after Mum's funeral, it was the first I'd ever heard from him. Pity he was dead. Writing from beyond the grave must be a genetic habit in my bloodline. His letter contained a key, instructions, pleas for forgiveness. I figured the dead don't have much use for absolution, so I turned to his prophetic passing, which he inexplicably expected to come any day. Clearly averse to explanations, my father preferred to leave directions to a bank on Mayfair I'd never even heard of. In that bank was a safety deposit box in his name, and myself as executor. Of course, I went as he knew I would. I discovered that despite the evidence, he'd been legally declared dead almost 30 years ago, and so the old book and collection of notes I found had, in the eyes of the law, been mine all this time. My father's instructions were to burn the documents, raise no further questions. But that was his error. No man's immune to the shameful trappings of curiosity, and my humanity got the better of me. The university I taught at was world renowned for two things: physics and linguistics. I represented the first, and the man who stood for the second was stumped by my recent acquisition. The book was indecipherable. The notes, however, showed a location somewhere in uninhabited northern Greenland. It took me almost a year to book the last flight I'd ever take. As I watched civilization disappear along with Heathrow, I realised my father had disappeared 3 decades ago, almost to the day, and I considered in turn what it was that I was leaving behind. We landed on a strip of ice a few feet wide, and within minutes I was pulling away on a chartered boat, beginning the 12-hour journey that would lead me into my past.
Well, let's see how this goes. I will have to check every now and then because I have to put a timer on the videos. Oh, that can be good. My colors are all fucked. Please stand by. Alright, there we go. Excuse me for the horrific graphics, but yeah, if I put my shaders on high, there's problems with the quality, as you noticed. Let's see. I do love how you can interact with pretty much everything. It's a rickety wooden desk. I can get the drawer open if I just hold the interact button and drag with the mouse. Pretty adorious. Glad I'm getting out of here soon. You must eat and sleep and, well, do everything else in this room for weeks at a time. Damn it, it won't fit. fog closed in on us almost as soon as we left port. Haven't seen any landmarks for ages now. I don't know how they're managing to navigate. I'd be as good as lost at sea if I was on my own. Not a thought worth thinking. Well, that was easy. Good thing I have a torch at hand. This country seems to exist in a permanent state of twilight. It could come in handy if the torch runs out of batteries. That should be everything I need. I want to get going before dark. Dearest Eric, just a quick note before you set sail and leave me once again. I left you a little something to remember me by in the chest at the foot of your bed. I really don't know why you still only have one bed on board. Taking shifts because of it is no way to get your rest. But what does a fisherman's wife know of life at sea? I'll be praying every night for you to make... for you to make the catch you need, so that you can come home to me safely, and soon. Please don't be gone for 5 weeks like last time. I know I might nag sometimes, but I do love you, you know. I've washed those overalls and froze. I know you'll get them covered in assorted fish parts in no time, but I still feel better knowing they've had a wash. Before I forget, the Henriksons in the village have asked me to see if you'll be coming by any trout, but I said they were mostly out of season. If you do happen upon any, don't say anything, stout them well in the eyes, and I'll do something special with them to celebrate when you come home to me. The ship captains deserve a little treatment once in a while. And that was my cue, my alarm, to end the video.